Dagger. Dagger, way more accurate with the Cylee Wolf 2. Still working on the G20, man. I can't hit straight for nothing.
Alright, show y'all real quick what I'm talking about. So with the G20, I keep hitting low left, but as you can see with the Dagger, kind of more spot on. I was aiming for the middle, and that's what I got right there. But for some reason with the 20, I'm shooting low left. Got a bullseye right on the spot. Hit right there. That was the last shot out of the Dagger right there. So right here to the left. So I can definitely get more on target with the Wolf 2, a little bit more than with the SCS. Dagger is definitely spot on. I'm guessing because of the recoil, we got 4 shots. 1, 2, 3, and then the other one's around here somewhere. I think it was right here. But yeah, 3 up, 2 in the side. This thing is like cheating, man. Wherever you point, it goes. Point and shooting is right there. 4 more shots right here. 5 more, actually. 1, 2, 4. 5th shot hit here. So I hit 3 times with that. All right, YouTube. Just got done in the range, man. If y'all watched part 1, that was about the Glock 20. So this will be part 2 to the range day review. I didn't want to throw too much in one video. So basically, I figured I'd just make a 2-part somewhat because I was testing out the Holliston SCS today. And I figured I was doing that, so I might as well bring out the Dagger with the Wolf 2 because I haven't tested it since I bought it. Needless to say, man, for sub $100 green dot sight, this does come in a red dot as well, but for me, somebody like me with bad eyesight and I have astigmatism, the Wolf 2 is actually dedicated to people with astigmatism. So that's one of the reasons it made me get it, because the dot is really big. It's a 64 MOA, so that's about twice the size as like the 32 MOA, the standard one, like they come on most dots. But this one, man, is definitely a go. I like it. It was really easy to find the dot because obviously it has the big circle with the small dot in the middle, so this made it a lot easier to find the dot. And obviously it took a little while to line it up and get used to it, but once I looked through the window, you know, and actually like lined it up, everything was a go. This thing is like a laser, like literally. I know that sounds crazy, but for a sub $100 green dot, this thing is pretty much taking out the competition, man, because you're not breaking the bank for it. I mean, at least most people will be able to afford this before they can afford obviously something higher up, but you can't go wrong with this, man. And I know Cylee gets a lot of different, you know, feedback from everybody. Some people like it, some people don't. So it might be for you, it might not. This is solely on my opinion. You know, based on all my other videos. It's always my opinion, and I'm giving you guys my opinion. So whether you want to run with it or not, that's totally up to you. But I could tell you based on my experience with it, day one, and I've also been doing dry fire practice with it at home because I do have targets hung up at home. So it makes it a little bit easier for me. But based on that, and then actually putting it to the test today, putting some rounds down range, it's definitely a go. Like I said, the big dot helps you find the target really fast, especially when you're using both eyes. Like I'm still learning that. You know, the sight picture just grows bigger with both eyes, so it's much easier. Once you focus on that dot and you know what's beyond it, you'll be able to line it up easier like that with both eyes, and you know you'll be able to hit that target on the money. Wherever you're aiming at, that's where it's going. And literally out the box, it was pretty much sighted in. I had to do like minor adjustments, but wherever I threw that dot at, it was there. That's exactly where I hit at. It was, like I said, like a laser gun, man. That's what I'm gonna call this thing. And obviously being under lower recoil than the 10 mil, it was much easier for me to get on target with this rather than the 10 mil, because the 10 mil recoil was just, it's a lot to learn, you know, trying to line that up with on top of learning how to use the dot. Both things are new for me. So this was much easier because I'm much more familiar with the 9. So it was easier to line up the target and anticipate that recoil. Whereas though with the 10 mil, it was just a little bit more of a challenge just because that snappiness. So if you hit that trigger too fast, if you pull that trigger too fast, you're not gonna hit exactly where you want. You're gonna end up shooting down to the low left or low center, because that's what I was doing. But once I slow down with the trigger pull, you know, obviously as time goes by, you can rapid fire and still be on target. But you know, that's why practice makes perfect. You know, I'm not there yet, so that was the trouble I had with the SCS. I kept shooting low left until I learned to slow down with the trigger pull, anticipate it a little bit more before I pull that trigger and then let it go. But as far as this, being as though, like I said, I'm much more familiar with the 9 mil, you know, so it's easier for me to anticipate that recoil. It was much easier for me to do that and line up the dot with the target. So like I said, anywhere I pointed the dot at, that's where I hit at. So like I said, for sub $100, man, you cannot beat this. I feel like this is probably one of the best values on the market right now. And being as though it's dedicated to people with astigmatism like me, I really think that that's a plus. The Hollison SCS is good. The only thing about this one, the dot is much bigger. So to find that dot is almost like you're cheating. Like literally, that's how it feels. Like it feels like you're cheating when you use this dot. So I would definitely say, man, you know, if you're on the market for something and you're not trying to break the bank and you have a budget build like mine, something that's at least affordable for most people, I would say go with something like the Wolf 2 or any Cylee products for that matter, because I've been seeing a lot of good feedback on a lot of them, and I only have this one, but I can only imagine how the Wolf X Pro and the higher value ones might be if this one's great, and the price I pay for this one is probably about half of what they cost. So I would say definitely, man, you know, go for it. You know, like I said, if you're looking for something in the market that's a little bit more, you know, cost friendly, I'm not gonna say like super budget, because I know everybody is different, you know, for what people can afford is different, but I feel like most people will be able to afford something like this rather than, like I said, something a little bit more higher up. But I'm not paid from Cylee, man, so I know it sounds like, you know, I'm talking good things about them and I'm just not using the products, but just based off the packaging and everything that they sent me, you know, I already knew this thing was gonna be a go. You know, they take pride in their stuff, and at the end of the day, I haven't had any issues with it. I mounted this directly on. I don't even know. I think I heard someone saying that this is a direct mount with a Dagger. I direct mounted it. I didn't use any plate. And like I said, I didn't lose zero or anything like that. So I don't believe you need a plate for this. Mount it right on. You do get a little bit of play, just a little bit. But I mean, I don't know if I even tightened the screws as tight as I wanted to, because I wasn't sure if they were the right screws at first, which they are, but I didn't know that at first. But I guess only time will tell. I'm probably gonna go home and take them out and put a little bit of the Loctite on it. I got the removable one, so it doesn't permanently seal them in there. So that's what I used on the SCS. Even though it came with some, I'm probably still gonna throw some on, because I threw some on the SCS, so I'm also gonna throw some on here as well and retighten it. Bring it out to the range again once I get some time, and then test it out and see if the zero still holds. But even with it loose like this, like I said, it's not super loose, it's just a little bit of play. I'm not sure if I really like that a lot, but like I said, I don't even know if this is a direct mount or not, so I might need a plate to fill in the gap. But if you can see here, there is really no gap. There's like minimum, it's like right on there. And then it has the serrations as well to match up. So if you want to go to racket, I do like that as well. But if you look closely, you can see that there's not really like there's almost no gap there between the red dot, the green dot I mean, and the gun, the slide itself. So I don't know. That's something to be tested in the long run to see. But like I said, I'm probably gonna go home, pop these out, put some more Loctite on there, and then seal them back in there, and then, you know, see if it tightens it up. But if not, then, you know, we'll figure something out. But like I said, it's not a big deal. If my zero holds, I don't really care, because the screws didn't get any more loose than anything. Like, they're still tight. You know, it's not like it didn't change anything me shooting it. You know, and I ran about an additional like 200 rounds. So we're probably up to about 400 rounds on the Dagger, which is great because still no hiccups. It worked fine. I had 2 lockbacks on me. It locked back twice on me with ammo still in there. But like I said, I think that was me just because I have a high grip. I think that might have been solely on me because it only happened twice, at the beginning of the range day, and then after that it was fine. So I know that's not what the video is about, but just giving you guys an update anyway, just because. But yeah, man, like I said, if you're looking for something like the Wolf 2, man, go for it, because you're not gonna find anything at least close to this. You know what I mean? I know Cylee has a couple other dots that are even cheaper than this, and I would think that they still work just as good, if not better. But definitely, you know, if you're looking for something for around this budget, you know, Cylee does have a lot of low cost dots that will fit most people's pockets. Like I said, you know, aside from something that's a little bit more pricier, the competition obviously. But yeah, man, other than that, like I said, it's a go, man. Definitely. I had a good time with it, and, you know, like I said, only time will tell how it's gonna hold up, but so far so good, y'all. So that's all I got for y'all for right now, man. If you tuned in, be sure to hit that subscribe button, man. Smash that like button for your boy, and until next time, y'all, be safe out there.